helps put some distance between you and temptation. Clinically proven to help reduce hunger between meals.
Unable to start
The
stream.
Dr.
What?
recommended brand.
Check your connection. My connection's fine. Oh, okay, now there it goes.
Rise to the occasion. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful and fresh, delicious and powerful, and full of nutrients. Food that makes us nourished and mighty, and connects us to the natural world. So there are no artificial
Looking for a
colors,
game here, guys.
no artificial flavors,
Looking for a game here,
no
guys,
artificial
guys.
preservatives
See,
in any
we
of the
try to
food we
play
sell.
Redwood Prison because that game sounds pretty good.
Whole Foods
Guys, always stay hydrated because we love Redwood Prison, guys.
So many ways to invite people to come together. Or you could just put out the Sabra and let the simple, fresh ingredients do the talking.
Let's play as
Unofficial
a
meal.
There's a story behind my skin. It's a mosaic of all the faces before it.
Only true matches and real
Undertone, 100% guaranteed.
There's only one true match for me, and it's perfect.
from L'Oreal.
guys. I'm laying down playing this.
Isn't the end of the journey. It's the moments you cherish along the way. Slow down in the Florida Keys and Key West.
We asked women to smell 2 body washes and pick their favorite.
I prefer B.
What was A? Bath and Body Works. And their favorite? Suave.
Really? I am impressed.
3 fragrances preferred over Bath and Body Works.
For months. So a sudden snowfall isn't gonna stop you. Because your Mazda's all-wheel drive can predict and adapt to changing road conditions. So even if you aren't ready for the unpredictable, your car is. Mazda's predictive I-Active all-wheel drive.
You could spend your entire life seeking a moment like this. Best not to spend your entire bank account.
Find a low price and we'll match it. Plus $50 off your next trip.
Travelocity. Wander wisely.
I'm gonna get him bad now. They asked for it. Oh, hi, Joker. You're here again. Hello, Joker. 10:46. Yeah. What's up, Joker? How are you? Thank you for watching.
It's the 1800s in Nova Scotia. For over a century, rumors of squirrels buried a vast fortune on tiny Oak Island. But every time treasure hunters dig for the loot, the hole mysteriously floods. So what's the truth behind the legend of Oak Island?
As the years go by, a sinister theory emerges that the tiny island is cursed. For centuries, locals have claimed to see inexplicable glowing orbs of light floating around the island.
The people around Oak Island
Dang
thought
it.
there was something mysterious about the island.
So, could the ghost of Captain Kidd be haunting Oak Island, protecting his treasure? Others claim there is a more logical explanation. Records suggest that in 1849, one group of treasure hunters made a startling discovery.
They figured that there was a variety of man-made tunnels that allowed water to flow into this treasure trove. Booby traps. If it was true, whoever created this booby trap didn't want what they buried to be found.
Others, however, have dismissed the booby trap theory and say that the bizarre flooding has a perfectly natural cause. The island itself is made of the porous rock
That's it.
limestone.
I'm getting real mad now.
Some geologists believe that the seawater could have eroded the rock, creating an underground waterway leading to the pit. The truth, it seems, remains a mystery. Efforts to confirm the existence of these tunnels, natural or not, continue to this day.
Everyone wants treasure. There's something down at the bottom of that pit. Is it Captain Kidd's? No one knows, but still there for the taking.
Today, this chest, once owned by the legendary Captain William Kidd, is on display at St. Augustine, Florida's Pirate Museum, a reminder of the great lengths or depths people will go to find buried treasure. Stockholm, Sweden. Spread out over 14
Why are you happy?
This capital city was built over 760 years ago. And located in one of its oldest districts is an institution that celebrates the country's most prestigious tradition, the Nobel Museum.
Why are you so happy?
Honoring the winners of this
You can ask
esteemed
me.
award, the museum's collection
mean,
includes
seriously.
fungus samples
Like,
that
seriously,
led to Alexander Fleming's
There's that guy I want
invention
to
of
kill him so
penicillin
badly. There he is.
and eyeglasses worn
Good
by
job,
the
you
Dalai
killed him
Lama.
finally.
But perhaps the museum's most prized possession is the artifact that started it all.
It is a quite extraordinary piece of paper. It's 11 by 17 inch, handwritten, and it really reflects a man's visions and ideas.
This time-worn manuscript speaks to the birth of the Nobel Prize itself. But as director Olav Amelin attests, few realize that the award's creation stemmed from one man's bizarre brush with his own mortality.
The words on these pages change human history, but they were almost never written.
1866, Sweden. 32-year-old chemist Alfred Nobel is a fiercely competitive inventor and entrepreneur.
Alfred Nobel was quite talented. He was also very ambitious, and I think that was really one of the driving forces.
Nobel is working on a product he thinks will net him a fortune. An explosive made from the highly volatile chemical nitroglycerin.
There's a big demand for explosives for construction works, and it was also something that you could use for military purposes. If he could make nitroglycerin explode in a controlled manner, he could make a fortune out of this.
Nobel combines liquid nitroglycerin with fine-grained sand to create a paste. This substance can then be shaped into sticks that are safe to handle. It's the breakthrough he's been seeking.
And so he doesn't make a new invention, and he named it after this Greek word that means power or force. Dynamite.
Dynamite is an immediate success. Construction companies use it to blast tunnels and cut canals. And governments around the world order large quantities to produce arms and munitions.
It became really important in developing really efficient weapons. Once he had his new invention, his career took off.
Over the ensuing decades, Alfred Nobel becomes one of the most successful scientists of his time.
He was running almost 100 factories all over the world, and it became, of course, extremely rich.
But then, in April 1888, his world was flipped upside down.
He had the surprise of his life. This is the moment when man changed the history of the world.
Ouch. Good thing that wasn't real
More
life.
doing chores for mom, Pearl? More doing chores for dad, Pearl. More bringing something you love, Pearl. Bounty is more absorbent, so the roll can last 50% longer than the leading ordinary brand. So you get more life per roll. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
People confuse nice and kind, but they're different. Nice tells you what you want to hear, but kind is honest. This bar is made with cranberries and almonds, so guess what? We call it Cranberry Almond. Give kind a try. If you didn't know already,
Really?
Texas
I'm gonna get
means
you
free.
now, Madison.
Like any good friend, we'll show you where to go. What to see? And a few hidden secrets along the way. Texas like a local. Explore it and other surprises at traveltexas.com.
You're gonna love Bird's Eye steamed fresh vegetables.
Wait for it.
In about 5 minutes, you get delicious premium veggies steamed to perfection. Now! Heavenly, right? Bird's Eye steamed fresh, so veggie good.
There's enough pressure in our lives. But being pressured when we're shopping for comfortable things, that's just wrong. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries are like the no pressure zone. Just walk right in and let the comfort happen. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably. Murphy's Law says when life gives you ingredients for chaos, chaos will.
Really?
Papa Murphy's Law says when you have ingredients like scratch-made dough and cheese that's grated from a block, not poured from a bag, peace will reign at dinner time. Murphy's Law of Destruction. Papa Murphy's Law of Delicious. Tonight, home bake a large Papa's all-meat pizza, just $9. Now with more meat. Papa Murphy's.
Have you ever seen the emerald waters of Barbados? Or seen a butler walk on water to please you? Have you ever stayed in the world's most romantic suites? Or dined at 11 world-class restaurants in one resort? Have you ever imagined such 5-star luxury is all-inclusive? Sandals Barbados, where exclusive is always inclusive. Call 1-800-SANDALS today.
Did you know slow internet can actually hold your
Dang
business
it.
back? Say goodbye to slow downloads, slow backups, slow everything. Comcast Business offers blazing fast and reliable internet that's over 6 times faster than slow internet from the phone company. Say hello to internet speeds up to 250 megabits per second. And add phone and TV for only $34.90 more a month. Call today. Comcast Business. Built for business.
Say hello, ni hao, to the faces of travel. To having fun everywhere we go. Say hello, konnichiwa, bon dia, to Travel Channel.
It's 1888. Chemist Alfred Nobel has achieved fame and fortune through his invention of dynamite. But one day, he makes an explosive discovery that will forever reshape his legacy.
In April, Nobel is reading a newspaper when he sees something startling. His own obituary.
He was quite surprised. To read your own obituary must have been a shock.
Nobel realizes that the papers have just made a mistake, confusing him with his brother Ludwig, who had died just days earlier. But it's not this innocent mix-up that leaves him unnerved. Rather, it's the contents of the article itself. It calls him the Merchant of Death. Nobel is stunned.
I don't think that it occurred to him that he would be remembered as someone who had invented something very destructive.
Guys, this is a troll though.
And so he starts to worry about what he's going to leave behind.
Nobel's very notion of himself is now put in a new light. He vows to rewrite his legacy.
Okay, guys, this is a troll though.
In 1895, the scientist pens a handwritten will, a replica of which is now on display at the Nobel Museum.
He realized that he was
maybe
super
hashtags.
rich, and he wanted to do something great with his money.
The document states that upon his passing, a new prize shall be created. It will recognize those who contribute to the positive advancement of humanity in the fields of physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and perhaps most importantly, peace. The bequest is seen as Nobel's ultimate attempt to make amends for the devastation wrought by dynamite.
I definitely think that the Peace Prize is a counterbalance to him developing technology for warfare.
A year
Yeah,
after writing his
hashtag
will,
so-
Nobel passes away.
Whatever, doesn't matter.
In accordance with his wishes, a foundation is formed and awards the first prizes in 1901.
It's like a bread sandwich.
Nobel Prize
Aw,
today
I wanted
is
my
probably
lunch.
the most prestigious prize you can get.
This replica of the will that inspired the eponymous prize sits on display at the Nobel Museum. It ensures a tribute to the venerated genius, whose name is synonymous with the best of humanity. From a crazy crusade to a camouflage cover-up, a prestigious prize to buried treasure.
I'm Don Wildman, and these are the mysteries at the museum.
A sticky situation leads to a super invention.
There was no other product like this on the market.
A crafty criminal becomes a folk hero.
He had to perform one final try.
And the twisted truth behind the devil's corkscrew.
This artifact is like nothing else on Earth.
These are the mysteries at the museum.
Cascading waterfalls, lush forests, and 10,000-year-old gorges make Cornell University in Ithaca, New York, one of the most majestic college campuses in America. And in the heart of this idyllic academic setting is the Carl A. Kroc Library. This vast repository houses more than 500,000 printed volumes. Everything from the earliest collection of William Shakespeare's plays to a handwritten copy of Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. But among these illustrious works is an ordinary-looking volume that recounts a truly unbelievable tale.
The artifact is 6 inches wide by 8 inches tall. It has a brittle outer cover and contains a large photograph of a man standing next to a chalkboard and a horse.
This century-old book reveals the truth behind perhaps the most controversial entertainer to ever take the stage.
This is an eccentric story of willing and unwilling deception.
It's 1891. The people of Germany are captivated by a genius mathematician who's been dazzling live audiences with his impressive skills. His name is Clever Hans.
People loved him.
Yeah.
It was just a genuine display of rare talent.
But there's something unique about this particular prodigy. Clever Hans is a horse. The four-legged phenomenon belongs to a schoolteacher named Wilhelm von Osten. Von Osten takes his horse all over Germany, and during each show, the teacher invites members of the audience to present Hans with a simple math problem. The star stallion seems to mull over the equation, and then taps out the answer with his hoof.
If asked what the answer to 3 times 2 was, Hans would tap his foot 6 times to deliver the correct response.
It seems that no matter the math problem, Hans always gets it right.
Clever Hans was incredibly fascinating to people. It kind of went viral to see on display the intelligence of an animal.
For years, people turn out in droves to see this incredible equine in action. And Clever Hans becomes a bona fide super steed. But not everyone is convinced that Hans's talent is for real. Naysayers claim it's all just a ruse masterminded by his owner, Wilhelm von Osten.
Skeptics and critics insisted that the trick was on display.
Critics suspect that von Osten solves the math problems himself and gives Hans some sort of cue to let the horse know how many times to tap his hoof. Yet von Osten proudly insists that Hans really can do arithmetic. In his defense, the teacher points out that he's not making any money on the show. Tickets, in fact, are free. So there's no financial incentive for him to fool anyone. So what's the truth behind this star stallion? In 1904, a psychologist named Oscar Funkst sets out to uncover what's behind Clever Hans's seemingly miraculous skills.
As a man of science, Funkst was determined to unlock the secrets behind Hans's abilities.
One day, while Von Osten isn't around, Funkst sets up a secret experiment. Funkst stands in front of Hans and asks him a series of math problems. The psychologist expects the horse to fail miserably, but he gets the shock of his life. Hans gets every answer right.
Funkst must have been astonished when, even after isolating Hans, the horse was still able to tap out the correct answers to his questions.
It seems like Hans might really be
Been
a
waiting here
master
for a
mathematician
while
after all.
to see if I can join the game.
Still, Funkst has a
My
nagging
tablet's getting a
suspicion
little warm.
there's
I
more
might
to
end
it.
the stream soon.
And so he does one
yeah.
last test, in which he makes an important
No one's watching
adjustment.
anyway, so.
Instead of addressing the animal face to face, the psychologist stands out of sight and asks Hans a question.
Well, then I'm going to end
And
the
this
stream
time,
here. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Hans
See
gets
you
it wrong.
guys later. Let's try to get to
The animal
52 or
just keeps tapping his
53
hook
subs at
over
least.
and over again.
And I'll see you guys
Hans
next time.
continued
Peace out.
tapping his